I've never seen nothing like this, just to be honest. I mean, it's all got me thrown for a loop, and I'm not sure where to go or how to do it, but we're learning fast. It's the easy way to say it.
Danke. How are we doing in there?
Good. More?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for us here. We're gonna be at the Paint Creek Church of God at 2 p.m. today with about 200 gallons of water. So in addition to water, which is very much needed and obviously a top priority, if y'all also have the capacity to bring hand sanitizer, baby wipes, and disposable plates, those are also in need. Unfortunately, part of the reason why these 9 counties were all on one central, unreliable water intake source is because their local water sources were already poisoned by the lack of regulatory enforcement here in the state on behalf of Governor Tomlin and also the West Virginia DEP, and also because of the coal industry's impacts in their communities. It only took us about an hour to get here one way, and that's definitely shorter than a lot of the trips we've been taking, where it can take up to 2 hours to get out just to deliver water folks one way, especially out in these haulers that are way back and older folks that live out there that can't get out because they don't have vehicles.
Well, today we are in Paint Creek, West Virginia, and we are delivering water that has been donated by local nonprofit organizations and donors to those organizations.
I got in it, took a shower 3 days after we drained our system, where I have open cuts and sores, where I'm a mechanic by trade. It made me deaf sick. I had severe diarrhea. My kids have been the same way. They've snuck and got into it. They've got deaf sick. It's just been unreal.
The smell from the water was incredibly intense. I experienced skin irritations and rashes.
And now they're saying we're still good, but we're not good in our water. And we're still having to reach out and ask for help to get water into us because of the chemicals still there. It's not gone.
And prior to the do not use ban, for about 2 weeks, I suffered symptoms including nausea, headache, stomach cramps. I thought I was coming down with the flu for about a week. I thought I was coming down with a stomach bug for about a week. I had really intense upper respiratory issues. I thought I was getting a head cold, and then it just didn't happen. And so I was really not understanding. I thought I was just fighting things off. And then when we received this information, it began to make sense. And when I stopped consuming the water, because I live in the city, I live on a municipal source, so I drink my tap water. I'm told that it's safe. I stopped consuming the tap water and my symptoms began to dissipate. It's taken almost 9 days for them to be completely gone.
Me and my girlfriend were on Facebook looking through the news sites, keeping up with the chemical spills, and we found the Clean Water Hub. Somebody had posted it on Facebook, and then we went through them and got a hold of them to be able to get clean water in here for everybody to have. Within 25-30 minutes, we got a straight up response, wanting to know how many people were affected by this, how many people needed water, what we thought. It was unreal. I've never done anything like this, and it just shocked me. It's Faster Natural Disaster Response Team.
There was not a coordinated effort to get back into the haulers, as we call them in West Virginia, and these are very rural areas that don't have access to a lot of transportation perhaps, or even internet to find out information about where local drop-off places and distribution points were.
I live down by next to the fire station. That's where they gave out the water at, and it was cars coming all day long every day to get water. Now that they're not doing anything to give us fresh water or clean water, everybody's scrambling trying to hunt and find water, which is hard to do right now. Then we also have volunteers of our own coming in to help take to the elderly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's part of flipping. What that is part of that deal.
It's been my personal observation that there is a severe lack of leadership in this state across the board. We have no statements from our state legislators in terms of resources and where to find water. We have no statements from our federal legislators in terms of addressing the broader issues and calling on the president to continue aid to these areas. We don't see any of that. And so what I'd like to see is some leadership from the people who have accepted those positions of leadership and have taken that on. They've left the burden to us, and we are standing up and we are taking it on, and we are doing a really good job of it, but we need help. We need help from the people who are in those places and are designated to provide these types of resources in these types of situations. This is not a small emergency. It's not going to go away anytime soon, and we have no information on the ground about the types of toxicity that we're facing. For that reason alone, we should be at every turn taking precautions and being as cautious as we can about this to prevent a massive health crisis in the next couple of months or years. And so this is just another example of how the industry contaminates our waters, and another example of why regulations are necessary. If you choose to do this type of chemical work and this type of extraction, you have to have regulations that protect the environment, protect the people, and that's what we lack right now.